Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Doing my cousin's nails in this one. Ignore. She was very naughty and ripped her last set off before she came to me. So just ignore that state of the nails. I'm just trying to be really gentle with the prep work as well because she's done some damage. If you see any little yellowy bits down the sides, that's not to do with any kind of fungus or anything. She works in a pub, so she gets beer down there and it creates that yucky kind of staining. I used to work in pubs as well, so it happens a lot. Here I'm just trying to prep gently, remove the shine from the nails, any extra little bits of acrylic that are there. Just going around the cuticle area as well, trying to get any dead skin around that area. I came into pushing the cuticles back, and I should have done that first. So I'm just doing it now because I use another cuticle bit, especially just when it comes to me and my cousin. We have a lot of skin growth on the nail plate that comes out, so I go in with an extra. Here he is, and just make sure I definitely get everything off that nail plate back there. It's a really soft cuticle bit. You can even touch skin with this, it doesn't hurt at all. It's very gentle, so it's easy to use, and know that you're prepping right back to where you need to be to get the best adhesion from your acrylic and no lifting. So just going around and cleaning up the edges with that, making that all really tight. Just getting a little bit of that leftover acrylic on the nail too, but it doesn't matter if there's a bit left on there. I'm just going in with some alcohol and wiping off the excess dust and crust. Okay, and here I've already pre-sized all her tips and everything to save time on the video, and we're gluing them on. These tips I just got them from, it was eBay or Amazon, I'm pretty sure eBay. I don't like them that much because they were just cheap kind of stiletto ones. They're a bit of an awkward shape. Also the sizing's really large, so the pinky has to be cut down every time. It's just weird. But they're also very thick, so you'll see I come in to align them with the nail plate on top, make it all flush, because it'll be a big ridge there. But they were the only straight ones I have, because we don't like the curvy ones. It's a bit like claws. So I just dealt with them. And then my new ones I ordered from Glitter Planet arrived later that day after we did her nails. And I was like, why? But I'm just showing you here. I'm going to pre-shape them. We're doing coffin. And I just pre-nip them to make the filing a little bit faster. I went in and out of shot really badly for this first video because I'm not used to filming while I'm doing nails. So there's cut ins and outs, but I tried to show you a bit of everything, but it's just going to be on possibly a different hand and some different nails. Here I'm just coming in to file down that thickness of that tip a bit to give myself a more flush, flat base to apply acrylic to. And because I know you don't have to go over the whole tip, but I just did it anyway because I had my drill out already, an arbor band, e-file, sorry. So I just went over it anyway just to be extra. And that's all I'm doing here. Okay, and after doing all that shaping and the prep of the tips, I'm just cleaning off with a lint-free wipe and alcohol again. Manicurist alcohol I use from the beauty supply store. That already dehydrates, but because I'm extra, I go in with a dehydrator. This one's an IBD dehydrator. So just doing that, and then I use an acid-free primer from the beauty supply store locally and apply that to all the natural nail on each hand. Once again, because I'm extra, I do a second coat of the primer. I have problems with lifting. I had problems with my cousin with lifting in the past, so just as extra insurance, I double prime so that there's none of that problem. Here we're just getting ready to start the application. That's the acrylic liquid I use, just the beauty supply store's brand. I'm just setting up my little station. And first I go over all the nails just with a very small amount of clear acrylic, just in case the colours are going to stain or anything. And because your clear acrylic's a strong powder, I like to just do it as base anyway, whether I know the colour's going to stain or not, because it's going to get the best adhesion to the nail plate. Just doing it as thinly as possible. If you can tell I'm shaking, it's because I drank coffee before I did this. Never ever. Don't drink coffee before you do nails. Makes me shake terribly in the hands. So that's what that is. Just ignore that. It does disappear after a while, after it wears off. As well, don't look at my nails and stuff too much. They're not in the best shape right now. They lose shape with my work and everything I do. I'm a bit rough, so they're not looking the best. And my cuticles are always dry, so dry. I get hangnails quite bad. But we're just finishing off the other hand with the clear base. Next, I go into this pink because we thought this was the pink we wanted, but then we noticed it's a bit dark. So I just got a bigger swatch there to see it properly. So we grabbed the other one. So this other one here is Modelones number 49. And it's this nice pale nude pink. That's the one she wanted. So in we go. I'm using it quite wet because she likes her nails as thin as possible, which isn't always great for structure, but she seems to not break them. So I try to keep them as thin as possible for her. And so I'm using it quite wet as like a paint. And here's the rose gold glitter. It's the other dip powder from Modelones. They work really well using it with a brush, but just don't mind me with my really wet beads. I probably should have not wet it as much as I did. I probably didn't need to, but I was just being extra careful about how thin they were. Didn't want to make them all bulky on her. That glitter is so pretty. I really want to put some on now. I think I might. Oh no. I was going to do some other glitters. It's always so hard when you change up designs on someone else and then you want it. So I'll just let you watch while I'm doing this application of all the colours. As you can see as well on this nail, I got some glitter in there. It's really annoying. On the other hand, I ended up going all the nude colour first and then the glitters last, so that didn't happen. But it happened on a few nails on this hand. But my cousin wasn't it didn't bother her too much, so it wasn't a problem really, but it just annoyed me because I'm a bit OCD. But we were on a time schedule today, so I'm sorry if my application is really painful to watch because I'm using such wet beads and have to go in and out with all the little bits to fill in gaps. I was just having not a good day that day, I think, with my, beads and their consistency, as well as I think it was just worrying too much about how much thickness I was getting on there. So sorry if it's painful to watch, I know it is.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
Here's that rose gold glitter again. I really love it. I will have to do a set sometime on myself with it, I think. This one I know was painful to watch. I struggle with thumbs as it is, and I'm using too wet a product as well. So, just ignore that.
I've been stuck on memory, but it's not like I need it.
Also, I think I'm using this different brand I haven't used before because it's Modelones and it's my first lot of Modelones I've ever got, and I do love it, but I'm still getting used to a different brand of powder for sure. And because it's dip that you can use with a brush, though it has brush technique in the manual that it comes with, but because it's dip it's so fine, so it does come up as a different if you use the same amount of monomer with a dip powder as with a normal acrylic powder, it is a more flowing consistency because of the fineness of the dip powder. So that as well I'm getting used to, I think, because I haven't ever used a dip powder with my brush before either. So sorry again if it's painful. Please don't come for me, I know. Okay, here we go with the clear cap on all the nails. This is also painful to watch. I was just having one of those days. I was using it too wet because I was thinking I need it wet because of the colours I was doing first. But yeah, so bad day. Just ignore that. I get there eventually and they look so good at the end, so hopefully in the next video I'm a bit more with it for you. So while I'm capping, I don't make a huge apex because remembering my cousin likes them as thin as possible, and she doesn't break them anyway when we do them thin, so I'm not too worried. She's fairly good. So just getting like enough structure there so it has a bit of strength, but keeping it thin for her because that's what she likes, and they do look really nice thin, but you just got to be careful. Some people will just snap them if it's too thin. You can make, I could have probably made her apex a bit bigger and it still wouldn't have been thick, so I might be a bit more mindful of that next time. Okay, filing time. I was just tapping the nail to make sure it was making a nice click noise, to make sure it was all ready to be filed. And going in with this bit is a Kiara Sky cone bit in the rose gold. And I love the way it's just tapered much smaller at the end. It's not a safety bit, but for some reason I do not cut people with it, because I used to be really bad with I had a carbide bit that was just a thicker round standard cone, not cone, like cylinder one, and I'd always cut with it. It was terrible. But ever since I got this bit, Kiara Sky cone, it's a medium grip. It has been amazing for cuticle work and just going over finish filing as well. So I go around all her cuticles, make them all flushed with the natural nail with that one, and remove some bulk over the actual body of the nail as well. I did go in and hand file a lot as well. I don't know why, but this day I felt like hand filing. So I did a fair bit of that, but usually I'll do most of it with the e-file. You see here, I'm just going to go in with the file and I reshape, get the shape nice and sharp. And then with the file as well, I like to go over the body of the nail, like from free edge to stress point area, apex, and it just makes a smooth transition up the body of the nail. It's a really great way to finish file that area to make sure there's no lumps, bumps going on there. I forgot to mention this file's an 80 by 120 grit, so I'm using the 80 grit for this because I just find it a bit faster using that heavy grit, and then I buff at the end to get out any scratching it might leave behind. Okay, I'm just going over with the buffer now. That filing is done. I'm wondering if I left too much filing in there, so I hope it wasn't too boring. I did try to cut a lot out. There was a lot cut out because of the bad staying in frame. I just went over with some alcohol in and cleaned them really well from dust and everything. And lucky my cousin is onto me because I nearly forgot about doing gloss coat on the glitter and then a matte on the nudes. She reminded me just before I put it on there, luckily. So here's the gloss going on to the glitters, and while I'm curing that, I'm doing the other hand. You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. And I'm just capping the end and then taking excess off with my finger there. I know you're not supposed to touch products, but I am because I'm bad. And here's the matte top coat on the nudes. While that one's curing, I'm going in with this other hand. And final product. They did turn out so pretty. I was really pleased, so was my cousin. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed, even though it could have been a bit painful to watch, because I know it was a bit painful for me. But hopefully in future videos I've got it a bit more together and my camera angle will be better for you. thanks guys so much for watching. Can't wait to get another video out. Give it a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time. Bye!